In 1999, I got asked to take over a school, and up until that point, I'd been a white tablecloth celebrity chef for over 30 years. And I'd been working all across the country, and when I did a press conference in New York, and I said, okay, I'm done with being a celebrity chef, I'm not gonna be a chef anymore, I'm gonna be a lunch lady. And when I said that, and when that happened, the press said, oh, well, if you're a lunch lady, you're a renegade lunch lady, and it stuck. My name is Ann Cooper. I'm the Director of Food Services for Boulder Valley School District. I'm founder and president of the board of the Chef Ann Foundation and founder and partner in Lunch Lessons, a consulting company that works nationwide. The historical problem about the food in schools is that it's been highly processed. It's been high fat, high salt, high sugar. That is not a healthy meal. And what's happened with that is we've seen diabetes on the rise, obesity on the rise. We now know that the leading cause of disease-related death for children under 19 is cancer, and that much of that is diet-related. And that's not all about school food, because schools only feed kids a couple meals a day. So it's certainly what parents are doing as well. But we have to change the entire system of how we feed kids and change it from this highly processed stuff that I won't even deem to say food, to real whole foods. So the way parents can really work at this is the first thing they need to do is go to the school and eat foods with their kids. They need to go eat school lunch. They need to see what the lunch is. They need to eat the food. And then they need to find out what the school wellness policy says. Every school district in the country has a wellness policy. They've had to have them since 2006. So then you look at the food and you look at the policy and see how different they are. If the policy says you're supposed to have good food and you're seeing chicken nuggets, well then the policy's not well implemented. If the policy says you can have processed food, then maybe you need a new policy. And then you get a lot of like-minded parents together and you go to the school board, not to the school district person, but to the school board and say, we want better food for our kids, because the purse strings and the policies and guidelines are all happen at the school board level. The biggest issue is really the kids. I mean, we have a generation of children that think chicken nuggets is a food group, so then how do we get the kids to eat broccoli? And what we do is marketing. It's education and marketing. Here in Boulder, we have over 200 events a year. The events we run are rainbow days and tastings and Iron Chef competitions and harvest festivals, all kinds of things to get the kids engaged. We're doing a preschool program now where we feed preschool kids. And one of the parents during our interview process as an evaluation said, you know, my kid came home from preschool the other day wanting celery and carrots and cucumbers, and I had never fed them that because I just assumed they wouldn't want to eat it. You know, so we are actually helping parents feed their kids better by teaching them things and getting them to taste things that maybe the parents haven't been able to thus far. The really important thing that you need to remember when you're trying to get kids to change what they eat is invest them in the process. If you cook with the kids, if you garden with the kids, if they're part of the process, it really makes a difference. So it's just really important that lunchrooms, cafeterias are places of learning, that the entire meal period, both what the kids eat and what we teach them about food, is part of their educational experience. So I think one of the things that we really see is as kids progress through the system, they really change what they eat. I've been in the district 7 years, and so the kids that started in first grade are, about to go into high school next year. And they are taking the lessons they learned with them. It doesn't mean that they've stopped eating junk food, but they think about it and they understand it, it's a treat. I think it really changes how they feel about food, and then when they go on to have their own kids, I think they will change how they feed them as well. You know, in 5 or 10 or 15 years, I hope I can retire the moniker Renegade Lunch Lady, because I hope that feeding kids healthy food and getting them to eat off of salad bars and making vegetarian or plant-based options isn't considered renegade. So what I hope in 10 years is that every kid in every school has healthy food every day, and that no kid is ever hungry. And if we can do that as a nation, we will have changed the world.